using Node Node.js. So when we will take database as MongoDB, so we will create two API, first to fetch data and second to insert the new data. So let's create a folder name as takes to npm init. This will create the package.json file. So we have to the package name like the tools. The tools. Now package.json file is created. Let's open it in VS Code. So this is our package.json file. Now let's first create our model or schema for the database. So for that, let's import some of the library which we required here, like install tools. Let's import that library. You can see that in package.json file that Mongo's dependency is stored. Let's create a schema. Let's put the variable type user schema. Schema. And some of the field which we create in our database is like name, email, string, uh, use mobile, type, number, or can store the profile pic of the user. That is of type string. We will store the pictures of that user in some folder and the details of the image in here in the profile pic column. So let's make our collection name as so collection name as users. Okay. Now let's export this module.export. Using user schema. Now let's open the MongoDB and create a database here. Connect it. Sometimes you will get error like this, so we have to go in service and search for MongoDB. Here is MongoDB and just start from there. Okay, now it's running, so we can connect from here. Now let's create a database. Yes, user details. Okay. And collection name which we give here is users. Let's create a database. So database is created. You see user details. Okay. Now let's create a DB folder in which we store the database URL. In this dot exports. Now the URL is, you can see copy string connection, and here we give our database name which is user details. The details. Our model is created and we connected with our DB. Let's make API for fetching the data and adding the data. Let's make a folder name as route. Here we make all the routes, like for fetching we use get method, and for uploading we use post method. So all the routes we will define here. It's not JS file. Okay. So let's import the module which we required here. Okay, let's start over here. Const express is to express. Okay. Now make the router. The router. Okay. And let's import our model here, a schema which we created. This model and user model. Okay. One extra module which we required here is alter, which is helpful in storing some of the image or uploading files. Okay. Let's you can see some codes of multi in GFG, like see. You can see this multi is using. So let's get that code, like the storage, where our storage is defined. Uh, can give the full name of our file, like the original name. Okay. And for the uploads, this one. Okay. So we are using a single image for we are uploading one image at a time. So that's why we're using single. And let's name it as image. That is the key while we use for uploading the image. While we doing the post request, Then in the key, we pass this email as a key in the body. Okay. So let's create a route for fetching the data from database. Okay. We get error and return next error. Let's import the next slide, please. Else response.json. Okay, after that let's make a server.js file. Let's check that it's working or not. Okay, so server.js. Let's import the library. Because HTTP errors and course. Let's go with this. It's library got imported. Let's import all this library here. The packet of JSON file body package is body also. Let's for the error. HTTP error. Export to require express and goes to, and let's use this for hiding some of the warnings. Not and let's import our db config file here. Const to express app.use cause app.use use body parser to JSON. Let's make connection here. Next, our db config vconfig dot okay. So db config and so use new so see the right console like if database connected or not. See what is db. So let's make our user route here. Route folder we have routes. Make a default URL for details and use user route. Okay. So let's define our port here. Let's run it out 081 server and let's define our server here. Port connected to this port. And if some error occurred, use that bracket with error 404. Okay. Uh, app.get URL and it's a function to check status code. Send error dot message. So now let's check that database is connected or not. Now let's run that server.js file. So we are getting error like schema is not defined. So let's go to model and we have to use schema. Okay, now let's run it. So we have to export dot route here. Use module dot export also. Uh, use this one. Okay. So now let's try run this. So now we can see that our port is connected and database is connected. Now let's hit the URL. Like its name, user details. So let's see. Localhost 8081 and user details. Now there's no data in the database, so it's showing some empty brackets. So now let's write code for adding a data, and after adding, we will fetch the data. In the route section, let's create a post request. So now dot route add user dot post node next, and let's create a folder for our user pick. Name is name here. Okay, uploads. Let's create a folder name as uploads. Okay, let's let's define a object in which we store all the uh, re- all the requests that come from the body. Like in body, we get name, email, password, mobile. So we will store everything in one object. So we use request here. to this mobile and profile pic. So let's create a user with schema. So if we get error, then let's copy this error things and get error, then return next error, and else so now let's run this again and add the data with Postman. Okay, let's let's add the URL using the port 8081, and our URL will be user details slash add user. So we have to do the post request, and let's go to body form data, and let's add name as Raj, email as numbers, and image that we define here. So in image, let's write it's of type file, and let's upload some image like this one. And for that, let's restart the server. Okay, we are getting error. Restart body.name. Oh, we have to use comma here. Okay, now let's run the server. So it's connected, and now let's end the post request. Okay, we are getting not found. So I found we have to add slash here. Now let's rerun the server. First, let's clear the console. Send again the post request. So, As we can see, our image is uploaded here, and let's run the get request. We can see our image is uploaded here. Let's see why that file name of image is not going. It's field name, so we have to use file name. Okay, so let's again rerun this. So before that, let's delete that from uh, MongoDB compass. Here we can see also that in user details, we let's change it to user details. So now let's restart the server. Database is connected, and again present that post request. Here we can see our image is uploaded with name, email, and mobile number. And here we can also see that our yeah, details is added here. So to refreshing, you can see that our details is added here. So this is the get request, and this one is our post request.